Welcome to CEO Insights. I'm Marilyn de Guzman with investingnews.com. I'm speaking with Luc Lessard, President and CEO of Falco Resources, developing the Horne 5 gold project in the prolific Abitibi region in Quebec. Welcome, Luc.
Yes, nice to meet you.
So let's start our conversation by giving us the highlights of Falco Resources asset in the Abitibi and then the breakdown of what's on the ground.
So Falco is focused on the developing its own fire project in the Abitibi region, specifically in Horne in Quebec province. So it's a prolific mining district with some mining success. As we remember, Canadian Malartic is one of those. Horne mining camp is a favorable location, and why is because in the past they produced 19 millions of ounces of gold and 3 billions of pounds of copper. So it's very huge. We have access, we are in Horne, so we have access to all public services, main infrastructures, high experienced labor force and contractors. The deposit itself, it's a big VMS system with gold, silver as precious metal, but also with copper and zinc as base metal content. It's a world-class deposit, and why is because the number of ounces in the deposit itself. We have in reserve from the feasibility study over than 6.1 million of ounces of gold equivalent in reserve. And in the resources, all categories, we have roughly close to 10 million of ounces of gold equivalent basis. So very good deposit. Gold production per year profile over the 220,000 ounces a year for pure gold. 15 years of mine life. Again, good potential for increment of resources in the time. It's an underground mining operation, highly automated, 16,000 ton per day for the throughput. Bulk mining operation because the shape of the deposit give us the opportunity to go on the bulk mining operation. And again, just to give you an idea, it's the deposit itself is 2 kilometer high, 1 kilometer long, and the thickness is 100 meter thick. So we're not checking vein at all. It's a big, massive system.
Mm-hmm. You mentioned the 2021 feasibility study. That study was based on a gold price of $1,600 per ounce US. We're now at about $3,200 per ounce. How is Horne 5 capitalizing on this price strength, and how does copper and zinc pricing, which are also present in your asset, affect your economics?
Yeah, it's a good point. So the 2021 feasibility was based on 1,600, as you said. For gold price, $3.20 for price of copper. So even of those price, the project is compiling from an economic perspective with an after tax of 19% NPV, ERR, and NPV of close to $800 million US. So it's a robust project. Now, the 2021 feasibility study as 3-4 years from now. So including this, and that study include sensitivities at $2,000 US at that time. As we know, the gold price changed a lot in the last 24 months. So by extrapolation, beyond the feasibility study scope, we can say for each $100 of gold price increase, we obtain after-tax NPV increment of $100 million and an increment for ERR of 1% for each tranche of $100 of gold price increase. So, big change on the economics. On the revenue split, just because the question is always asked about, it is a gold or base metal project. At the end, 75% of the revenue will be from the precious metal, so gold and silver, and the 25% will be from the base metal content. So at the end of the day, taking into account the latest years of escalation on the capex and opex, definitely the current commodity price on the long term improve a lot the overall project economics.
As you know, one of the community engagement is one of the process that you have to go through to get a project permit approval. In 2024, you've completed the public hearing process, and right now, community support is indicating above 70%. How critical is that for your final permitting?
So permitting is always a challenge for mining projects, specifically when we are in town. So just a recap, Falco received the environmental impact study admissibility early in 2024. That gives us the possibility to initiate the formal public hearing process. We call that in Quebec province the BAP. So this BAP has been complete late in 2024, and the BAP report has been submitted early in 2025 on the public domain. So in parallel to that, we receive lots of questions, requests from the regulators, from the Quebec government, and those questions has been addressed to Falco, and specific studies has been submitted to them. So presently, the project is under final overview from the government. We call that the final environmental analysis from the regulators. A report will be submitted to the minister, say, in the next few months. And at the end, the final decision has to be done by decree, and it's scheduled sometime late in 2025. So I would say in the second half of 2025, lots of work will be done with the government to close that file. As I said, the decree is the main topic at this point of time for Falco team. And just a reminder, we did a good survey with an independent firm in the last few months, and we have a strong support from the community, strong support from the town and the Chamber of Commerce. So we are very confident sometime in the year we will have good news for our shareholders.
So once a decision is received, what are the next steps for the project?
So as we understand, the decree is the key, is very important for us, and this is the main topic we are working on. With the decree in hands, it would be better to see the next project financing opportunities, specifically including partnerships. But in terms of execution, I would say the first thing we have on the screen is the dewatering. So as we know, we have to do some, we call that underground working, dewatering phases. So we have Horne mine, Quemo mine, Donaldo mine. So all those mines has to be pumped first. We have to do few infrastructure and surface to do that work, mainly hoisting system, concrete head frame, pumping angling system, rehabilitation of the existing shaft. We have the advantage to have an existing shaft already there, so we have to do the rehabilitations. And also we have to do, to put in place a water treatment plant facilities to treat all the water we have to pump. This work totally will take roughly 2.5 years. Following that, we will be able to initiate the mining development on the ground. So all the development has to be done, access to the main deposit, but also on surface, we have to erect all the milling facilities to be able to treat the ore. So this is another 2 years. So both case, it's 4.5 years, and that gives us the possibility to initiate production sometime in 2031.
So that's your projection for this the mine development by 2031.
Yeah. In fact, the commercial production can be roughly in 2031 after all the mining development and physical construction in surface.
Right. Are there any exploration upside to that you have for Horne 5 that could extend its life?
So first, on 5 deposit itself has a good potential for additional discovery, mainly at depth. So we'll execute that phase later. At the moment, we will be on the ground physically. In parallel to that, as you know, Falco has a good land package to explore. So we are the largest claim holder in the Abitibi region. So this is a good opportunity again for additional potential discovery. We are honored of 67,000 hectares of land package. So that gives us the good possibility to increase additional resources, add some close to the surface, some feed to the central mill of the Falco on 5. So that will increase definitely life of mine and again a good improvement of the economic of the project.
Great. Many jurisdictions, including Quebec, have committed to expanding production of critical minerals and strategic metals. How does Falco position itself within this shifting global investment narrative?
Yeah, and this is worldwide situation. So clearly the Quebec government is committed to becoming a leader in global transition of the electrification of the economy. And the Quebec government launched its plan for the mining, specifically for the mining development of critical and strategic minerals. So Falco, because our type of ore, we have zinc and copper, it's a good fit with that plan, and that will secure the supply chain in the future.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Thanks again, Luc, for taking the time to speak with me today.
So thank you very much for your time. Very appreciate.
And thanks everyone for watching. Join us again next time for another edition of CEO Insights.